Hey, thanks for staying with us at about 1:30. You probably hear them before you see them. Yep, we're talking about those ATVs. They're pretty loud during the day, but can you imagine at night? Some residents complain that the sounds coming from these all-terrain vehicles are just too much. And tonight they're calling on the NYPD to step in. Angie Gonzalez is live in Astoria with that story tonight. Angie.
You know what? Some people on bikes actually just rode by just now, and they were being quiet. We've been hearing it all hours since we got here to Astoria Park. So you can imagine the people who live in this neighborhood who say that this is only the beginning because it gets worse during the summer months, at least according to them. What they want to see is some action from law enforcement officials. It happened twice while we were interviewing people for our story.
The noise obviously is an issue. I mean, you can hear something happening as we speak.
And then there was this over the weekend. Cell phone video captures more than 50 ATVs and dirt bikes riding through Astoria Skate Park, as children using it have to wait for them to drive through. Residents say it's not safe.
There are parents pushing strollers in that video, and everything came to a halt because 100 ATVs and dirt bikes came plowing through.
The city parks department says they've assigned additional parks enforcement patrol officers since the incident, but added that they were there to, quote, help educate visitors about park rules and take enforcement action if necessary. Some longtime community members say they've been asking for help with this issue for years, but say their requests for consistent enforcement in the park have never been filled. People who live near the park say it's become a bigger problem since the pandemic, and the problem continues now.
Safety is one of my biggest concerns with all of that. Like, the noise is an issue, especially when there are huge groups, but riding through red lights, doing wheelies.
You can hear it from, say, during noon all the way up till midnight, 1 a.m.
The NYPD has received complaints and does post warnings on social media. And the department posted this video showing what they do with dirt bikes and ATVs that they seize. Those who live in Astoria say they aren't seeing enforcement here. And Cheryl, the Astoria Park Alliance points out that Astoria Park itself is actually in the midst of $30 million worth of renovations that the city has invested in trying to make this park a destination in this neighborhood and an enjoyable place to be. People in this neighborhood fear that those riders might damage some of the improvements made and make this place someplace that they don't want to come to anymore. Cheryl?
Angie, you know, it's pretty remarkable. During this live report, we could hear in the background these ATVs and dirt bikes.
The entire time.
Unbelievable. And this is exactly what these residents are trying to add. They could hardly get a good night's sleep.
No, and it's actually a nice night out tonight, no rain, but you can imagine when it's going to be nicer weather, how much of that you're going to hear. If you heard so much of it just now during our live shot, how much of it you're going to hear in the months to come, Cheryl.
Angie Gonzalez reporting live for us in Astoria tonight.